shit's getting a bit ridiculous when the United Nations are discussing manga and video games. Yeah, people. So I came across this article on Haruhi-chan, I believe that's the name of the website, where apparently the United Nations are talking about the banning of certain manga and whatnot that have explicitly sexual content. Like, I'll read the article and then I'll talk a little bit more about this, but like, I just gotta say something. Like, there's a billion other problems that this world has. A billion of them. I mean, down to terrorism, down to corrupt politicians, down to poverty, down to just so many different things that they could be worried about. This is pretty fucking pathetic when the United Nations are talking about graphic images from Japanese comic books. Let's read the article and see what they, are talking about. Recently, the United Nations Special Envoy on Children Protection, Mardebord Buki Chio, yeah, I probably butchered the shit out of that, has begun to discuss the banning of manga that depicts sexual images of children in Japanese manga. She adds, I accept that the freedom of expression argument should prevail when it comes to adult pornography. During her speech, she asked for the Japanese government to clamp down on illustrations of children that contain sexual undertones, referring to mainly manga, as they are currently not illegal under the amendment to the law regarding the possession of child pornography. This amendment, which came into effect last year, made it illegal in Japan to possess child porn. So long as you had no plans on selling it or distributing it. But this year, in July, it became illegal to possess whatsoever. Although manga readers everywhere might fear that this will encroach on the materials that are discussed in their favorite series, and series still to be written, that there should be no reason to raise concern, as 6 years ago similar talks were had between the United Nations and Japan, and nothing really happened. For those truly interested in watching the entire speech, here is the hour-long speech that nobody's gonna fucking watch, where she outlines in detail what she wants for the Japanese government to do. Again, big fucking waste of time. I'm sorry, that's pathetic. I am, to be honest with you, okay with them getting rid of the creepy, lowly hentai shit. Like, get rid of it. I don't really give a fuck. Whatever. Shit like that. Bye. Whatever. Don't care. If you think about it, if it's sexually underage things that they're trying to get rid of, shit like, I mean, if you look at it, Orihime's what, 15 in the beginning of the series? 15, 16? Yeah, they're gonna probably be looking at that. Fairy Tail, Lucy's like 15 or 16. They're gonna probably be looking at that. Gurren Lagann, Yoko, 14. They're gonna probably be looking at that. Hinata's like what, 15, 16 in Shippuden? Probably gonna be looking at that. So shit like this, disturbing. Because if it does at some given point, mind you, the article did say, this was talked about 6 years ago and nothing really happened. But I mean, if last year a ban was made and stuff like that on stuff that really should have been banned to begin with, which I'm, again, fine with that being banned, that's cool, whatever. I think that's a good thing that they, came down on that. But if things are starting to move more motion, and at the end of the day, everybody's trying to be so politically correct nowadays, they could very well come down and say, fuck this shit, banned, Fairy Tail gone, Bleach gone, anything gone. Like, no. There's terrorism, there's a million problems in this fucking world. Stop worrying about Japanese comic books and video games and Japanese cartoons and everything. Get the fuck out of here with that, okay? Seriously, because it's stupid, it's ignorant, because there's so many other things. The presidential elections right now are happening. Worry the fuck that Donald Trump, as funny as it is, and he does say some pretty cool shit, might become president. I mean, at the end of the day, the dude isn't really that politically smart and whatnot. There's so many different things about this world. Why are you worried about comic books? Stop. Let me know you guys' take on this. Do you think that there's a possibility, like 6 years ago, yeah, nothing happened, but 6 years later, things are being put into motion. People are a lot more politically correct and want to look like a good guy on the stand when they get into office. Somebody could come into office and say, you're right, we're getting rid of this shit because I want to look like a big dog. And your overall take on it? Honestly, I don't know. I get so annoyed and frustrated when I hear shit like this, because it could very well come a day when something like this actually gets passed, and it could be very detrimental to the entertainment and medium that we all love, and that fucking sucks. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.